So now that we've simply zoomed through part of Nenji's story and got him to 50% already, I think what I'm gonna focus on is doing a lot of these people who are only through their prologue. So we'll try to get everyone to around like between 30 to 50%, I guess. Mostly because looking at Juro's unlock condition, we need people over 30%. So I'm gonna aim for like 50, or at least till we get locked out of most people, or locked out of people's story, and then we will continue on. The question is though, who am I gonna move on to? I honestly am unsure. Maybe we'll go on to Takatoshi Hijiyama's, because I'm very interested in, because he's also one of those people who I feel like didn't really show up in a lot of different stories, at least some of the recent ones that we've done, and his did get unlocked with Nenji's. So this is probably where we'll start today. Like, I think I need to get some context from him too, because I feel like I have the least from him. So Takatoshi Hijiyama ended up in 1984 after chasing Kiriko Doji. 6 months later, he reunited with Kiriko, who's actually Tsukasa Okino. Together, they made a promise. I don't know if I remember what that promise is. Can I get a last time on 13 Sentinels? That would be very helpful for me. Oh no. Okay, let's see if there's anything. We still have 5 mystery points, thanks to my grinding in the destruction levels. And let's see if there's anything that might be related to him. Bankara? I honestly don't remember what this was. I think this was a location. Okay, let's go ahead and unlock it. Oh. Wait, okay, Hijiyama is noted in this one. When Kietaro Miura says his friend Takatoshi Hijiyama was once a mess, he was referring to this particular look and attitude. In the latter half of the Meiji era, Western culture was considered more acceptable as haikara. The cultural adoption of Western fashion became popular. The term haikara was made popular by Meiji era journalists, derived from the English high collar. Oop. To counter this movement, Bankara was born out of desire for goodness within, something not determined by outward appearances. Maybe it's Bankara? I'm gonna keep saying Bankara. Bankara came from the witnessing of Haikara, and being Bankara meant to hold onto a cruder outer appearance while seeking spiritual nobility, integrity, and greatness on the inside. So, does that mean one is more, one is more on the how Kietaro feels and one is more how Takatoshi feels? He was once a mess. Okay, interesting. Referring to this particular look and attitude, the latter half. So okay, interesting. This is a little bit of context. Okay, so I guess understanding the like allegiances to, or like feel like what is it, like an overcompensation almost, which kind of makes sense because they're, you know, they're patriots, they're in their in the army, whatever. Okay, so second graders magazine, the League of Darkness, Black Wallet, Cryptic Note, Brown Envelope. A lot of these are more related to Sekigahara, actually, that I still have sitting around. Okay, so let's open one of these random ones, like War of the Worlds. Famous sci-fi novel released in 1898 by that one famous writer. It's about Martians invading Earth using 3-legged weapons called tripods. A war between Earthlings' world and the Martians' world ensues. Got it. Okay, so let's also go into his events. I don't think there's going to be a lot of these, but let's see. Oh, Sentinel Pilot Cadets. Takatoshi Hijiyama and Kietaro Miura have been chosen to become pilot cadets for the new Japanese military weapon, the Sentinel. Tamao Kurabe and Kiriko Doji see the two off as they head out to their station. So he has made contact with Kietaro, Okino, and I just don't feel like we've seen him in a lot of other things. Like, what even is the relation between Nenji's story and his? That we had to unlock it. Maybe because of the poison? I mean, yeah, we had to unlock the poison route, so maybe he'll explain that a little bit more. The identity of Kiriko Doji. Takatoshi Hijiyama had chased down Kiriko Doji to Takisaka Shrine, as she was suspected of being a spy. cornered, she then disappeared in a flash of light. Hijiyama learns from a suspicious man who had sneaked into the factory that her real name is Tsukasa Okino and that she is actually a man. Hijiyama the Jacket Snatcher. Half a year after being shifted from 1944, Hijiyama strikes fear in the nearby delinquents who now know him as the Jacket Snatcher. Oh my god. What a name. In Higoromocho, Takatoshi Hijiyama finally reunites with the one he was looking for, Tsukasa Okino. Okino promises Hijiyama that if he helps him see his work through the end, he'll do whatever he wants. So, see his work to the end. Is this when he's making the Sentinels? No, that can't be right. Right? I can't remember, because I think with Takatoshi's we had to go look for something for him and bring it back. But I think maybe that's what he was asking for before. Hopefully there'll be some things to consider. This was a long time ago, so I don't remember anything. Oh gosh. And then, yeah, after that, he has nothing. We've literally seen probably the least from Takatoshi. Okay. Let's get into it then. Go ahead and unlock it. They made a promise. Takatoshi Hijiyama. Who does he know at this school? Like, why would he even be here?
This is it, all right.
Oh, right. This is what he's stealing, or he's taking something for
it's a far cry from the
Okino.
school I remember.
Okay, consider.
So he was just playing the part of Kiriko Doji. I don't know what he's up to, but if I help him, I can save our homeland from this war. Now, I don't know if he's here or not. Still, I should go around the back. Keep a low profile.
Yeah, his fit has a yellow trim to it. Did he steal from this jacket from someone here?
This building had just been finished when I knew it. Now, well, it's certainly seen better days. So he was just...
Oh wait, that's different.
He was just playing the part of Kiriko Doji. I don't know what he's up to, but if I help him, I can save our homeland from this war.
Maybe that wasn't different.
So the Sentinel's a weapon from the future? It's strange to say, but it does make sense. After all, even one of its computers was so far beyond what we knew.
He's already a Sentinel driver by the time he goes to 85. So, what is Okino working on then? Reminisce.
It feels like just yesterday. I walked these very halls to pick up Kietaro. And now, 4 decades have passed in a blink of an eye. Like a fairy tale.
Alright, go off transition.
And this young lady would be?
Oh, that's Kiriko-chan. She came to us from Tokyo. I'm Kiriko Doji.
Why, miss, you're stunning. My name is Takatoshi
That is not how that happened, right?
I'm going to remember this day forever.
Oh, cheesy boy.
It was the day you came into my life.
You're a funny guy. But you seem pretty incredible yourself, Takatoshi-san.
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
No. I don't know about that.
So what's got you all bashful and smiley in here?
Kiriko-san. I mean, Okino.
You really are a funny guy.
He loves him.
You could have just taken a nap at my place. I didn't think you'd come running after me.
I'm not about to let you get away from me.
I showed you my hideout. Why bother trying to run now? Still don't trust me, huh?
I'm still trying to remember you. I'm still trying to remember this whole situation.
I want to know everything about what you're trying to accomplish.
I see. Well, fair enough. The question is, are you even going to believe me?
I've already learned for myself that time
Try
travel is
me?
real.
What if you just
At
told
this point,
us
nothing
as a
surprises
treat?
me anymore. No more secrets. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to stop the apocalypse. A force is already on its way here to destroy the world. And they've got more numbers on their side than we'll ever have.
What are they?
I'm not really concerned with what they are. What I want to know is, why are they coming? The answer is in something called the decode. Let me try and break this down for you. There are other humans with modifications, like you and Miura-kun. And they're beaming out these signals, calling the destroyers here. Even though they have no idea.
Okay, hold on. A force is already on its way here to destroy the world. They've got more numbers on their side than we'll ever have. I'm also like, I'm trying to connect, or I guess even straighten out how Goto said that humans were the cancer all along. And to me that felt like he was implying that the kaiju were actually created by humans and not from space. So why do they have a UFO? Why do they have a flying object that, I guess it didn't necessarily fly from space. It could have just flown from another country. Got more numbers on their side than we'll ever have. I feel like you should be a little concerned with what they are. Okino.
How do I even respond to that?
See? I knew you wouldn't believe me.
That's not what I said.
Literally not what he
I
said.
just don't know how to imagine the scale of this. An apocalypse?
What is this? Destroyers.
This other threat you said the Sentinels were meant to fight. Are you saying it's them? These destroyers?
They're a huge threat, all right.
And these people with modifications, like me, they're calling them here? But weren't those implants only added so we could pilot the Sentinels in the first place?
Well, I made the Sentinels, sure. But I'm not the one who modified all of you. There's too many unknowns with the Interlocutor.
Okay, so I was thinking that Megumi was shooting people that was already compatible to stop them. What if she's making the clones now able to, like, modifying the clones so that they can call the Sentinels, and then that's why another apocalypse happened?
That's what I'm looking into.
Interlocutor. Man, the way the Megumi story, I feel like it's mentioned every single time.
So there are other Sentinel
Like by me,
pilots beyond
not in the game.
Kietaro and I.
A whole lot of them.
In my head, rent free.
So this Interlocutor?
It's like a little network of tiny machines. It has to be implanted into your body.
So what do you want me to do now?
Everybody's supposed to be in class right now. You'll stick out if you're on school grounds. We can't have you wandering around where staff can see you. It'd definitely be a liability for me, at least. There'll be more of a crowd when lunch period rolls around. Until then, you should hang out here.
A few hours later, man, that guy's down bad. He's literally just waiting hours doing nothing.
Sleeping face down on a school desk can't be good for my neck. Okino. Still no sign of him.
I love the, like, little yellow, I guess, accent on the side of him. That's where the direction of the light's coming from. It just looks so good. Not the yakisoba pond.
Noodles stir-fried in sauce and folded in sweetened bread.
Why is he thinking about this
I
right now?
don't trust much in this post-war world. But if there's one exception, it's my yakisoba pan.
That's so funny.
They told me to wait until noon. I can only waste time napping for so long.
My yakisoba pan. Why do I feel like it's not gonna be Okino here? Whomst. We have
It's
to
quiet
leave?
outside. Maybe everyone's still in their classes. I'm trying to avoid being seen here. So I'm not supposed to go outside, but...
Why does it stay so suspicious? I feel like there's nothing else that happens when they give me these options. Sometimes I worry that there is going to be like oh, you remain here, and then something happens, and then if you go out, something else happens, like a choose your own adventure
Come on, Takatoshi.
type of thing.
You can't just let Okino tell you what to do. I can't wait any longer.
I'm a little scared.
So basically,
You mean...
Ayori? Shoot?
then that means the dream is...
Really?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Goodbye.
A student's duty should be to focus on their
basically-
studies. This kind of hanky-panky has no
The
place
dream
here.
is...
They're really just talking. What do you mean?
Not that that girl wasn't cute, I
So
suppose,
basically,
but clearly she has no eye for men.
but then that means the dream is...
Really?
Hanky panky. Oh, see, here you go. This has to be one situation where if I remain here, something's gonna happen with them, right?
Really?
Like, what if I just interrupt their space for a long enough time? Do we think something will happen? God, I look like such an adult compared to them. Takatoshi looks like he's 30. Okay, no, they just remain quiet, I guess. Something will happen later, I just know it. Y'all can't hide from me.
Basically,
Let's go to the break area because I was suspicious of this because Okino was here last time. Okino was here last time. Seems like a good spot to come harass. No? Do you even have money, sir? I feel like no.
I don't have any money.
Tragic.
I don't have...
Now what? Nothing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Must be I have to come back here after I
it's
unlock
not
something
like
else?
that.
It super is, though.
You think so?
Even Iori knows.
By the way, you know Nenji-kun?
Oh?
He got a letter asking to see him after school.
What, for a sunset showdown? That's so old school.
No, it was a love letter.
This
Actually?
stuff again? You sure love your romance gossip.
I need to listen to them. I'm sorry.
It's not like that. Did you see him? That boy was so cool.
Was he?
Does he even go to our school though?
Oh,
I was gonna say,
please.
looking at Miwa, she kind of looks like a Kiriko. Wait, come back. Oh no. Okay, fine.
There. That has to be... I
Did
can't
you
let myself
recognize?
get spotted now. Okino would probably never let me hear the end of it.
So I definitely can't go this way? Okay. Maybe we go back to a walkway? Are they still here?
That's...
You the one? Said you'd be waiting here around now.
Ooh. confession letter. They thought it was coming from Kiriko. So he must have been looking for Nenji, because Nenji was the whole reason that Sentinels could have been made in the first place. When Morimura shoots him with the nanomachines?
Even stuffed a letter in my shoe locker, right?
Yes.
Shit, she's cute. Okay, so, what's this about?
I like you.
Oh, Takatoshi's gonna come swinging.
Seriously? You? Me?
Yes.
Kisaragi's bullshit was starting to get to me. Maybe I'm kind of a stud after all.
Oh, stop that. She was making him insecure.
What? No! Kiriko-san. That rat bastard. You don't go for another fella's girl.
Rat bastard, come on. He's so mad.
What's your problem?
Hey! Put him up!
Hold
Oh,
on.
he's actually swinging. Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Did I just...
What? What? Why would you do that? Oh my god.
I can't believe you, Hijiyama-kun.
This is... I mean...
His animalistic
Don't tell
instincts.
me. You were jealous.
Of course not.
So down bad, y'all. Come on.
I'm sorry for hitting him. You can like whoever you like. It's none of my business.
Where's this coming from? You think I like him just because he's a guy? Actually, you couldn't have picked a better time. This works. Nenji Ogata secured, despite complications. Now, help me get him into the old school building.
False pretenses or not, that confession really got to him. Even knocked out, he's still blushing.
Got to him? I don't think it only got to him.
I almost feel bad for him.
You should, you punched him! Oh my god. It's ridiculous.
So, that confession was just so you could analyze him, then?
Why else would I do it?
Oh, now we can do destroyers?
So he's implanted with the same technology as me? He's going to destroy the world?
I feel like his is
He's sending
different.
signals to the things that will. At least I thought he was. Something's off. Nenji Ogata here is not transmitting any kind of command signal.
Morimura said 8 years from now, it would be him.
Looks like the decode signature has been changed. That's bad. Now I'm gonna have to check everyone's individual codes. More work I don't need.
So the Sentinel's a weapon from... Don't we have the Sentinels? You said you created them to save us all.
That's right. But we've already thrown 19 Sentinels at them and lost. We need a bigger game changer than 1 or 2 Sentinels. That alone's not gonna make a difference. You did your homework on the Pacific War. You get it, right? When you're up against numbers like these, what can you do? The Sentinels are meant to be a last line of defense.
When you're up against numbers like these, what can you do? Increase your numbers? Is that supposed to be the answer?
There, we've got a clue. But I can't access it from this side. He might be the only one who can. So, Where does that leave us?
This side?
Morning, Hijiyama-kun.
What is this?
Okino? What's going on?
Did she tie him up while he was
I
sleeping?
looked at Nenji Ogata. He didn't have anything for me. But I took a look at your code. And I have to say, it's been very thought-provoking.
Untie me this instant, or I swear, I'll...
Why are you getting so worked up now? This isn't all that different from the old days in the factory lab. Just the two of us, enjoying some quality time, right?
What?
Why must we always resort to the manipulation of the feelings?
Even if that's partially true, things are different now. Untie me before I really get angry.
Well, that's weird. You sound like you're mad, but these numbers don't lie. You're actually kind of enjoying this, aren't you?
Come on.
Being all tied up at the mercy of your crush? You're such a perv, Hijiyama-kun.
Stop toying with me!
Well, why don't we see what's really in your heart?
What the?
No, I don't like
Whoa.
this.
You
I
really
don't
can't
like
stop
this.
thinking about me, huh?
Don't be ridiculous!
I get it. You're lying to yourself. All to protect your self-image, right? But you can hide all you want. Your physical data gives it away.
Don't lie to me!
Fine. Why don't we take a deeper look?
Stop!
Wow. This really says it all.
Stop it! Stop, please!
Whoa. What a way to end that one. That damned Okino. Okino calls for Ogata. Okay, I kind of want to take a look at the chart right now. Oh, was that the only outcome for his? Interesting. Because there's so many different locations we could have gone to. But I guess that just means we can move on. They made no progress after searching Nenji Ogata's unconscious body, but after Tsukasa Okino searched the inside of Takatoshi Hijiyama, his true feelings were revealed. The relevance of each other. Where is it? Okay, so Nenji is not the one that called all the kaiju? Is that why they were so maybe that's like, this is actually when Okino was in his head. He's like passed out and replaying that scene over and over again. I don't know, there's time jumping involved, so maybe it happened but then he he unhappened it. But also it did sound like Okino, but I feel like when it showed the picture it looked a little different, and I was like, is that actually Ida? I don't know, because it looked kind of, I don't know, something about it was like a little different. But Nenji says he knew that guy. I am getting nothing from this, really. Let's do another one.
All right.
Takatoshi Hijiyama. Okay. Before dawn, the Higoromocho abandoned factory alley. Is this after he's been all tied up?
Feels like I've woken up from a terrible dream. And it looks like he's left me behind again.
Does he not remember
When does
all
he
of
even
that?
sleep? The more I find out, the more dangerous he seems. Forcing his way into someone's head and messing around? He's unhinged.
Mad scientist vibes. Go to the high school right now? I guess that's just because that's where he thinks Okino went.
If I've judged the walking distance right, I should arrive there around noon. I need to save up. Even a small reserve would be enough.
And this is where the job simulator part comes in.
I see. Okino was right. I just need to slip in the old staff entrance. Seems like nobody will spot me. Now, where is Okino?
What a scary thought that there's just like random people going in and out of the abandoned building next to your school. No, no, no. No? Okay. I like how they're being very specific and showing that, oh, he doesn't go through the front gate this time. He's going through the old building to come through here. He's feeding Fluffy!
Okino,
There you go.
what's going on? Why do I feel like this? I see you made a friend.
Just a stray cat, that's all. I just gave it a little food. Now it shows up here all the time, so I ended up bringing food for it every day.
Okino is not dumb. So like, why isn't he telling Takatoshi that this is a talking cat? Why is Megumi the only person that knows that Fluffy can talk?
I suppose I can relate. You used food to toy with both of us.
What? You don't like me taking care of you?
I didn't ask you to do that.
I'd better get going.
Going where?
Oh, right. You sticking around until Shintaro's done eating? Mind tossing the empty can for me?
Shintaro?
Shintaro?
That's his name, yeah. I'm counting on you.
Okay, so maybe Megumi won't be the only one to know that Fluffy talks. Where are you going? You just walking away? No? You don't even want pets? Nothing? Cute little meow for me? Okay.
Oh. There's something under the can.
Oh my god, if it's a key, I'll scream.
Looks like 150 yen. Whoa. Okino, are you still trying to look after me?
Yakisoba Pan! I'm confused. I'm very confused what's going on here. Let's go. I just want the break area to be relevant again. Let's unpack this. Oh no, maybe we walk away actually.
Whoa. She's one of the teachers at the school. I should go somewhere else.
No, you have 150 yen! Those are vending machines! For you! Can I force it? Nah.
I should go
Listen, if I want to fail, let me do so on my own terms. I will face the consequences. Let me go talk to her. Okay, but this means maybe we can go in the school this time, since we know she's not going to be in the front of the building.
Isn't she
Is it Iori? Oh!
my Yakisoba Pun angel?
Wait, what? When did that happen? Was that in it?
She doesn't recognize me.
Was that in his prologue? Why did I feel like it was Yuki and not Megumi?
Then again, I was a mess when she saw me last. Wait. If she's a student here, then that means it must be sold here at the school. This is where I can find that Yakisoba Pun.
Hey, see those three girls?
Oh.
Which one's your type?
Man, if you're making me choose, ponytail girl maybe?
Yeah? I'm all about that one with the long hair. Well, the short-haired girl's cute too.
This is so weird.
Final answer?
Y'all are weird.
Hey, those baseball guys are staring at us. You're right.
The hormones in this game, literally
Oh no, definitely not.
off the
I
rockers.
think I heard something like, "Who's your type?"
That's embarrassing.
Seriously?
That's the worst.
That's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Okay, to the cafeteria. Oh, he's gonna see what the kerfuffle of the bread industry in this game.
There it is.
Jeez, almost missed out. They only had 2
Kerfuffle indeed.
Just one left.
Go, go, throw your yakisoba
Your
pan.
finest yakisoba pan, please.
Is he gonna walk out with one? He better be, or I'll be upset. Oh, he's so happy. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Literally, I keep talking about the hormones and the relationships in this game. Name a better relationship than Takatoshi and a yakisoba pod. You can't. You literally cannot. Oh my god, he's so happy.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is the same yakisoba pan from back then.
Oh! Okay. Okay. The context, here it is.
So hungry. I've got no strength left. I can't go on like this. I'll starve to death. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Maybe on the main street, I could find some scraps in the garbage. What am I thinking?
That you're
I am
trying
an
to
Imperial
live.
soldier. The pride of the Empire.
A mess. Literally a
I can't dig through
mess.
trash like some animal. I'd be better off dead. Still, I'll never find a paying job in this state. I shouldn't have let the heat get to me. Taking that bath in the river was my biggest mistake. That cold left me out of commission for a while. And now it's been 3 days since my food ran out. I couldn't even find Kiriko-san in the end. Is this how I die? Alone? Wasting away?
Excuse me.
No.
Are you okay?
Oh. Never better.
I feel like it should be a nice moment, but why is this music kind of ominous?
Was that your stomach?
I feel like you want me to be suspicious
I
of
know.
Megumi.
What's this?
I bought too much of this at lunch. It's yakisoba pan.
Yakisoba pan? I can have this?
If you'd like.
I suppose I'll take you up on that. Yakisoba pan.
She's just gone. She doesn't know how much she just changed his life.
It's so good. Impossibly good. It's delicious. How could anything so delicious exist in this world?
I can't believe. I can't believe this scene that we're watching right now.
I wanted to savor the taste, but I practically inhaled that whole piece. Now that I think about it, I never even got to thank her. My yakisoba pan angel.
You're joking.
This should be good. I can eat in peace here.
Oh, please
Still,
let him eat in peace.
I can't believe I got the last one. I suppose it's good karma for my model behavior.
I was wondering where you'd run off to.
No, let me eat.
Did you go buy that yourself?
Okino.
Eat your sandwich right now, before anything can get in the way.
Now, Time to finally enjoy my... You changed clothes?
Wow, I can feel the disappointment from here. Want me to get back into the skirt?
I don't care.
It's just that the skirt's kind of breezy. I don't have much on underneath it. Makes me feel pretty exposed, you know? I can't just walk around in the wind and traffic like that. Just think of what could happen.
Stop that. You're clearly enjoying this, no matter what you say. And you don't have to be so lewd about it.
If we're seen outside, the staff might chase us off the property. Once the afternoon classes are over, we'll head back.
So does he just go to school
You
in
stick
whatever
around here
uniform?
until then.
And then what? Or is he not just going to any of the classes? He's just walking around campus.
Do you want half of this yakisoba?
His love language is yakisoba
What?
pan. You know this.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm not even hungry. Isn't that your favorite food anyway? You enjoy it.
Well, if you're sure.
You really are a nice guy, Hijiyama-kun.
Finally, it's time.
Okay, time to dig in. Fantastic. This is it. This is the taste that saved me. I have to thank the Yakisoba Pon Angel. If I ever see her again, I need to thank her personally. No, wait. I did meet her. But when?
Another flashback? Flashback a few days ago. Did she shoot him?
Good grief.
Oh.
You're still going to keep trying then?
Of course.
Is it possible he really doesn't know anything?
There's still residual data in there from the switch. If I can figure out who's sending out the signal, then
Switch.
maybe I can stop it, or even control it.
Residual data from the switch. And I assumed they were talking about Nenji, but maybe they're not.
Where are you going now?
The convenience store near the station. You haven't eaten since noon, right? I'll go get us some snacks. Help change things up.
Where are you getting money from?
Any requests?
Shikishima?
Yakisoba Pon.
So much for changing things up. Haven't you tried anything else from this time?
Don't make fun of me. I like plenty of foods. I just haven't eaten any of them yet, that's all.
Wow, can't argue with that logic.
Bye. Thanks for picking up the snacks, girlfriend. Did she show up here? What is going on?
Who's there?
Was she on
A
her
female
way
student? What is she doing out so late?
to meet up with Okino?
More importantly, what's she doing here? Wait, have we met somewhere?
Oh my gosh, she's so cold. Hello? Wait, what?
She's the girl who saved me.
She's spying? What's
She's
going
the
on? What's going on? What's
Yakisoba
going
Pon
on?
Angel. Excuse me. Oh, please wait. I'm afraid the second floor isn't quite...
This is strange.
I'm sorry.
Yakisoba Pon Angel. Why?
Come on. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, ridiculous. Like, Okay, it's also kind of interesting that I was saying how Megumi's coming up so much in everyone else's story, and she comes in here and shoots Takatoshi. So obviously she wasn't... I don't think that's who she was supposed to. I don't know if she was trying to go for Okino. Did she know he was leaving, and then that's why she showed up? Or did she show up because she knew Okino had someone inside, so that she could now go shoot them? Wait, Nenji said you're the one that saved me. So maybe she is getting Nenji out of the warehouse and taking Nenji away from Okino. So definitely... Okay, but if she is potentially taking Nenji away from Okino, who's trying to find the key that is going to call the kaiju, and that's like what I would assume is Fluffy's bidding, why was Okino with Fluffy and feeding them cat food? Again, like, Okino was not dumb, so there's no way that Okino just thinks this is an actual cat. It's just a random cat that he's feeding. What do they call him? Sawatari? I can't remember. He gave them a name. And I couldn't help but notice that it wasn't Shiba or Ida. Okay, so we do also have a mystery file here. Is it potentially there was something I was hoping it would be. My brain cannot really recall what I wanted it to be. Alright, let's go take a look again at his path, though. I'm locked? Oh! Well. Aren't you funny? I can't believe how much they keep hindering me on his. So while chasing Tsukasa Okino, Takatoshi Hijiyama is reunited with Megumi Yakushiji at the school. He recalled being shot for seemingly no reason by one who blessed him with the Yakisoba bond. I cannot believe he has very similar requirements to Goto, right? We need 8 people with his and 12 people with his over 80% story progression, which I am nowhere near. Now I regret starting this one, honestly, but it's fine. Okay, so let's go look at his thing too. I was gonna wait for this after we finish his story, but we'll see. Okino straps Hijiyama to a chair in an abandoned factory and analyzes Hijiyama's mind. However, Okino has already seen inside Hijiyama's brain previously when adjusting the code. What they mean by however? However, he has already been in there. Are they just implying that he's just doing it again for fun now? Okay, so I wanted to go see Megumi. Megumi's already at 57%, so we don't need to like necessarily progress with that one. So maybe we'll just end up going into another thing after a prologue. We still can't do that one. Perhaps we just jump into Kietaro next, since Kietaro is also from the 40s. Like, there's kind of some relevance there. A little bit. Kietaro Mura. May 1985. Clear skies. Monitoring the Sentinel from Kaide River. And he was having his snacks! We know this.
No
Kaide
matter
River
where I
bed,
am,
1985.
at least the sunset is always the same.
We're just getting right into this one.
This place isn't too crowded. Gives me room to hang around and think for a bit. Better take advantage of that. Nothing's changed today either.
Is he looking at the building? Is that the Shikishima building? Did an interesting little zoom in there for a second. Gaze?
You can hardly see any stars in this era.
Takatoshi?
Though I have to say, the city lights are a sight to behold. Our mother's terrible at sewing, but she made this for Chihiro. I'd never seen her struggle with anything so hard, but she did it.
Oh my god,
It's
is this
pieced together with scraps of cloth. Not the best
is
quality.
this gonna be where
Even
he
still,
sees little baby Chihiro?
Chihiro took it with her wherever she went. American weapons. They came ashore during the air raid. They're enormous. Must be over 30 meters tall. Instead of wheels, they move on long leg-like appendages. Quite a terrifying sight. Like something out of hell.
Now, what are we to expect from this cliff here?
It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still there, hiding behind all those elaborate curtains. That Sentinel.
Oh,
It's what brought me here.
that's no building? There's a Sentinel behind that? Just like, kind of in plain sight? That's wild, actually.
Why were just the Sentinel and I brought here? That thing is beyond me. I'm no expert,
God.
but I know it's capable of some extraordinary feats. Time travel, though. Could the Sentinel possess an ability like that?
I was gonna say, because the beginning of this one said he watches over the Sentinel, and I was like, expecting it to come out as a fight, and I was expecting it to be in 45, but forgot in his story that he's already time traveled.
Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. But on that day, at that moment, that fantasy became a reality.
Oh. Remember. Not forget it. You know, we'll just never remember Sentinels ever again. Burning City Grounds, 1945. Do you think someone's in that one?
All out of flying bombs.
There you go.
Electromagnetic rounds are offline. Outputs dropped by 50% in both electromagnetic battering rams. There are just too many of them. But I'm not about to just sit here and die. I still have 2 minutes before I hit my operating limit. Might as well give it everything I got.
What is happening?
What the hell?
Is this how he... That's it? He leaves in the middle of battle?
Where's the enemy?
This bridge.
Did I lose? It reached its operating limit.
You tell me your operating limit isn't more than 2 minutes long? Like, why wouldn't the Sentinel last 2 minutes if you can only last 2 minutes?
Where am I? The air raid. Everything was just on fire. All these giant towers with glass windows? What the hell's going on? The last thing I remember is being surrounded by those new American weapons and... No. It can't be.
Okay, so... The kaiju were they actually made by America then? Because before, I thought they were just saying that as like a... Haha, America made the kaiju. Even though they came from space. Like, I thought they were blaming America for sending those over. But if what Goto says is true and humans made the kaiju and then the Japan army or Okino just copied the kaiju and made the Sentinels, do we actually think that's what happened?
I've heard about major US cities. These high-rise buildings are common. Was I captured? And they got my Sentinel too? They must have done it when I lost consciousness. Brought me to the mainland as their... No, wait.
No one is here.
If the Sentinel just reached its operating limit, then not very much time could have passed. But this view says otherwise. It's not my homeland. Somehow, I ended up on US soil. If that's the case, fine. I guess this is where I'll die.
Oh my god, this
I'm not going down
he's
without
so
a fight.
dramatic.
I'll face
Kietaro.
the enemy, even without my Sentinel. The Sentinel. This is bad. The Sentinels are top secret. It can't fall into enemy hands.
Considering it with this? Oh, that's weird.
The enemy cannot get their hands on the Sentinel. That's the kind of issue that becomes a national crisis. But what can I do? I can't activate now, let alone initiate self-destruct. I need to slow down and think things over. I should probably go lie low until the Sentinel recovers. But not because I'm afraid. My country, my little sister. I'd give my life for them at the drop of a hat. But I have to be smart right now. And that means waiting for the Sentinel to be up and running.
Oh god, what's gonna happen? Like, where are we gonna wait?
Now that
You
I
know
have
where
a
you
plan,
are?
I'd better move fast.
This is
I
hardly a
should get out
plan.
of here before American soldiers show up.
And
I'll
like,
stay out of sight until it's the right time to move.
if someone came to get your Sentinel, what would you do? It's crazy to me that they can call these things, but not like shoo them away.
Everyone here appears to be Japanese. But something's off. These signs show both kanji and the English alphabet. Ashitaba Printing, Ashitaba Bank. Why are they named after my hometown?
Who's gonna find him? Is it gonna be Goto?
You want to stop by the arcade?
Sure, the one at Sun Mall?
Nah, the one at Joyland. Let's go try out those big new Sega machines that came in.
I have no idea what they're talking about,
Oh.
but their language doesn't sound foreign to me.
Did you see him in last night's episode? Yeah. Oh, he's so amazing. Right? I watch everything he's in.
Female students. Though that's quite a bit of exposed leg. It almost seems like a different dialect, but it's definitely Japanese.
No, no one else over here.
So many cars. Where in the world am I? This isn't America. It looks like Japan, but everything seems off. This is all just a terrible dream. Right? Right.
Also, I feel like he went
It's nothing
so
to
far
worry about,
away
just my
from
brain
his
acting
Sentinel.
up. That's why my surroundings appear to be different. We knew what the risks were going in as Sentinel pilots. Professor Doji made it all very clear to us. That's right. This has happened before. I experienced a similar illusion during the Sentinel sync test.
Now, this was unexpected.
He's wearing a boy's school uniform, but appears to have a girl's haircut.
Blame him.
The hell you looking at?
This one has a particularly strange hairstyle.
Hey, you trying to get your ass kicked?
It looks like I've finally gone crazy.
You want to see crazy?
Hey, stop!
Was he gonna slap him? Oh! No. Why does everyone have to get their asses beat as soon as they time
Where am
travel?
I?
Time travel in peace.
What is this
That's what I always say.
Hold on. I think I remember. Some guy with weird hair hit me with his bag. This doesn't look like a detention facility. Either I'm still seeing things, or someone removed me from the Sentinel. Whoever it was brought me to some kind of lab.
Not a lab. So how do you get adopted by Natsuno? That's what I want to know. Are all these stories going to actually be in like one singular timeline? Where they just like one leads into the next? Because I'm wondering if this is just gonna go like right up against either Natsuno's or Juro's, where Kietaro starts living with them. This music is so interesting though.
It's a calendar. 1985?
This is it.
It's all in my head. It's just an illusion.
Would you rather say that you're in a research facility, a secret lab? Come on, guy.
Foreign phonograph records. Takatoshi-san used to let me listen to his. Why are there so many records here? There are way more than I saw at the Hijiyamas. A box-shaped Technicolor projection device. The Sentinel has its own spatial projector as well. But that's highly confidential military technology. It's about baseball. I'm not in a military base, am I? Math, modern Japanese. Lots of textbooks lined up here. Japanese history. So I really am still in Japan then. This can't be right. 1945. The year of Japan's unconditional surrender.
Unconditional surrender.
We lost the war? 1945. That's this year. August 6th. Atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. 140,000 killed. 3 days later, second bomb dropped on Nagasaki. 70,000 killed. All from just 2 new American bombs. What is this book? 1951, US-Japan Security Treaty signed. 1964, Tokyo Olympics? How far does this go? Wait. What did that calendar say? $1985. It has to be fake. When was this printed? It says here 1985. Could it really be?
All signs point to.
You okay? Here.
Shoo, I miss
so
you.
cold.
That's all that was in the fridge.
Huh? Did cold drinks not exist before in 45?
Wow.
Not a big fan of soda, I take it?
Some kind of carbonated beverage? I had ramen once at a festival in Tsutsuji, but I was just a kid.
What a like such a specific difference between the 2 years? Are you kidding?
1985. Am I still in Japan? But in the future? Who are you?
I'm Shu Amiguchi, and we're at my apartment in Kamazumi.
Kietaro Miura. So, how did I get here?
I called a taxi and brought you over after you got knocked out.
So you helped me?
After your friend
Guilty.
destroyed
you really
me.
pushed Ogata over the edge. He was already pissed from being chewed out. If he gets in trouble one more time, he's getting suspended.
You probably
Real
stop
nice
wailing
if
on
you two
people
could work
then.
things out peacefully.
I need to know one thing. What year is it?
What? Afraid you got knocked into a coma for the last few years? Relax, you didn't get hit that hard.
Imagine that
Still
was the twist in
1985,
Kietaro's.
alright?
He actually
You
just
haven't
slept
missed a day.
since 45. That one was very straightforward. Japan 40 years later. Interesting. Oh my god, for some reason I thought it was gonna lock me out of that one. go take a look at some mystery files real quick. I don't know if they've updated anything for Kietaro. A boy who shifted from 1945 to 1985. He's considerate, very earnest, and takes good care of his little sister. He hides his forehead scar with a hat. Takatoshi Hishiyama and Tamao Karabe are both his childhood friends. No one loves his country more than he does. But does he love his country in a specific year? That's the true question. What is your allegiance? What timeline is your allegiance at? So the Kaide River riverbed, where you can get a good view of Kasumicho. Not many people come here because of the substantial elevation difference from the metropolitan area. So you're saying they're lazy? 40s is a turbulent era of World War II, a major war which involved numerous powerful nations and marked a turning point for technology and ideology. It's also a period when Japan transitioned from militarism to pacifism. And in the 80s is an era of countless innovative products and technologies such as mobile phones, video cameras, small PCs, and video games. It's also an era that saw a global shift from industrial societies to information societies. Alright, let's go into another one of Keitaro's and see if there's something a little more about his time jumping. Again, 1985, clear skies. Monitoring the Sentinel from Kaide River. Oh.
No matter where I am, at
The
least the sunset is always the
beginning? Interesting. Oh my good god. What is going on in this here? Whoa. Natsuno? Renya, Natsuno, and Chihiro. And then a blank one. Oh, lot. Alright. Do I have to gaze through these again? So you can't look at the building either. Oh, there you go.
It hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah, they still didn't explain in the rest of that. But I guess all we did was get punched and then went to Shu's house. And then Kietaro realized that he time traveled.
I wonder if that's the place Amiguchi-kun lives. Must be out of their minds to live so high up. Gives me the chills just thinking about it.
Is this supposed to be a different day?
I don't care that we lost. I'm proud my country could rebuild after what happened. But I won't accept this future. Now that I know we lose the war, that's all the more reason to go back. I'll bring the Sentinel with me, and I'll change history.
Oh, he's looking to do something serious.
To fight and protect the people. I have to save as many of them as I can.
But you can save people in this time too. When will you know?
What if it's impossible for me to go back? What if I'm trapped here? Chihiro. Alright, that's enough. Get it together. Don't get discouraged. You will make it back. No matter what it takes. I wonder, what if I never actually traveled through time? It's possible that space-time here is warped somehow. But it could just be a local effect. I should try heading toward the school. Maybe time is flowing normally over there.
Normally? So you're thinking that right here it's 85 and that the school will be 45? Yo, why even hurt yourself like that? Like, there's no point in living in this denial, Kietaro.
Hurry up, Miwa-chan! Slow down, Iori-chan.
Female students. Looks like the school's still here. Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. To think it ever become a reality.
Okay.
Our mother's terrible at... Why were just I checked the library for any records of such a weapon. But in all of history, nothing like it has ever existed. Not in the US, not anywhere.
As of the
What was that thing?
as of 45 or in this year?
Despite a catastrophic loss, Japan recovered quite well. It seems to have entered a prosperous new era. Almost too prosperous.
Almost too what? How? He's like, y'all are a little too happy for people that lost the war. Do we think that's what he's trying to say? Because of...
Hey, hold on.
I'm totally forgot they had already met. How did I forget that?
Miura-kun? Thank goodness.
So they just re-meet again.
Right? The one I met at the shrine. What are you doing here?
I've got to say, you had me pretty worried. I had no idea where you went.
I can't believe you're here too.
I couldn't find you anywhere. I thought you got snatched up and hauled off to Area 51. But anyway, what have you been up to?
Wait, first...
Where have you been?
A kind student's been letting me stay at his place. Aside from that, I've been sleeping outdoors.
Outdoors? Hang on. This is my mess, so I have to figure out how to clean it up. But then again... I can't really bring a boy into the house. Oh yeah! Granny Tamao went on a trip. So Jiro-kun should be the only one home. That house does have a lot of rooms.
Granny Tamao?
You're not gonna consider this? Come on!
Natsuno-san. Get it together, Kietaro. She certainly is quite... Yes. I admit, she's bright, cheerful, attractive. But right now, I have more urgent matters to tend to.
Okay, the hormones sometimes are a bit much in this game for me, but I just love how he's just...
I admit, she's bright, cheerful, attractive.
It's just Kietaro, and I endorse anything he does.
She certainly is quite... Yes.
It's just so cute.
Sorry. Let me go grab my stuff really quick.
Bring me back the robot.
I'll be right back, so just wait here. Then we'll head over to the Karabe's house.
Karabe?
So does he never ask about Tamao? I mean, I know that she's supposedly gone, and so... Wait. Flashback! I was looking out this window and I was like, what the hell is this? Wow, this music is so peaceful here, too. Wow, I love this! Wait, was that a child? Yo. Hi! Is that Chihiro?
Managed to leave quite the dent. Chihiro? You don't have to cry. It's not like you did this on purpose. I'm sure Uncle isn't mad about it anymore.
What about you? Are you mad?
Of course not. I'm your big brother. I'll always be on your side, Chihiro. Now, come on out.
I'm gonna sob. I'm gonna weep. Look at him, his soft little smile too. He just wants Chihiro to know that everything's okay. I love Kietaro. Also, is this Dent here in the 85 house too? I'm sorry, you're waiting for me to acknowledge you.
So how'd you hit the pillar with the laundry bucket? You must have been playing pretty rough.
The bunny was fighting, and it beat up giant ghosts. Cause the ghosts smash all the houses, and more of them keep coming.
The ghosts.
Such strange ghosts. Did you come up with them yourself?
No, Tamao told me about them.
I'm sorry, Chihiro-chan. My father has quite a short temper.
Hey.
I'm sorry. This was all my fault.
Tamao-san.
It only happened because I told Chihiro-chan about my dreams.
Not the dreams. About ghosts?
Is it okay for you to be awake right now?
Mm-hmm. I've been feeling much better lately. And I have Goto-san from Tokyo to thank for that. He's been sharing some foreign medicine with me. It's just that, ever since I started taking it, I keep having strange dreams. But they feel like more than just dreams. They're like memories that I just suddenly remember.
Oh god.
The sirens.
No, the comfy music going straight into this. I know. Turn on the radio.
This military broadcast. Air raid alarms have been sounded. Enemy is flying at low altitude. More air units to be expected. To prepare against the coming invasion. We ask all citizens to unite as we fortify...
It's a massive enemy raid.
We have to hurry to a bomb-proof shelter.
This makes me sad.
Come on, Chihiro-chan. We have to go.
Jiro-kun, are you home?
I'm emotional after that scene.
Minami-san. Couldn't you have knocked first?
Is this the same exact
Come on,
moment?
your Granny Tamao and I are best buds.
The dentist is not there anymore.
We're neighbors. Think I don't know my way around the place? Anyway, I've got a favor to ask.
Oh, Minami-san. I didn't know you lived so close.
I swear I read something that said that Megumi was also childhood friends with Natsuno and Iori. But she would know if she lived so close if they were childhood friends. So maybe I just misread something at some point. Because, I mean, I know that she came from 25 with Tomi, but that was the confusing part. I'm gonna erase that from my brain.
Did you really need to come out?
You're Yakushiti-san, our classmate? Wait, no way. Are you two?
Do you need something from him?
No, it was Miwa. It was Miwa
It's not
and
what it looks like.
Iori. I'm putting it back in my brain. Putting it back in all of our brains. Natsuno was not one of them. Natsuno was childhood friends with Yuki.
This is just... you know...
Natsuno-san?
Oh, come on in.
Pardon my interruption.
Interesting. We're doing the same exact scene that we've already seen in, I think it was Natsuno's story. But now from Kietaro's point of view? What? No, that's different.
So this house is still standing.
Who are you?
My name is Kietaro Miura.
So, it's kinda complicated, but yeah. I need you to let him stay over for a few days.
What? How do you know Minami-san?
Come on, I know you have a spare room. Just let him stay until your granny's back. In exchange, I won't tell anyone you're living with a girl.
That's not...
The details don't matter. Just let him stay, alright? Thanks, see ya!
Natsuno-san, is this...
It's fine, it's fine. I live super close by. So if you need anything, just let me know.
There she goes. Well, this is awkward. Pardon me. I know Natsuno-san's intentions are good, but I really don't want to be an inconvenience.
Are you hungry? Why don't you join us for dinner?
No, I shouldn't.
Your stomach thinks you should.
No, that was,
I'll go fix you a
I'm waiting to
place.
see if this is gonna play out any differently than it did before, but like I don't know how it possibly would.
So, Tamao-san is your grandmother?
Maybe with this.
Is she in good health?
Grandma? She's fit as a fiddle. She's visiting relatives back in Shimane.
Oh, Shimane, I remember them mentioning that.
Shimane. She must be with her mother's side of the family in Iwami.
I don't remember him saying that.
Do you know my grandma?
Yes.
Oh.
You do, huh?
Oh.
So then?
Oh.
How long do you need a place to stay?
Not long. Just until I can make my way back home.
Well, alright. If that's the case, it shouldn't be a problem. Just try not to cause any trouble.
I want him to be here until Tamao comes
Feel
back.
free to use the guest room on the first floor.
I want to be here when Tamao comes back, actually. Like, is it actually going to be a granny? 40 years aged? Where's Megumi?
There's a projection device where the radio used to be. It's been lightly remodeled, but it's the same house. I could have sworn it burned to the ground.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. During the air raid, they were all here. Chihiro was at the Karabe's house, and wait.
The damage on this pillar is missing.
I mean, that could get fixed at any
And
point.
it wasn't changed when they remodeled. If this really is the Karabe's house, then it should be right here. Chihiro left a dent in this pillar.
Oh, are you really? Who was that? Is that
back on my parents' property? There was a wooden single-story house. It was built in the middle of the 20th century. That humble little place stood for about 100 years. My grandfather often told me stories about it. Some of his fondest childhood memories were at that house.
That sounds lovely. I'll have it produced for you.
no way?
But all I have left are old photographs.
So we don't know who this is. Is he building people's like dream homes on this ARC mission where they're taking people to space?
That's fine. I can restore them for you.
Thank you, Mira-san. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, were you just on a call with someone else?
With Professor Karabe, yes.
Oh.
We were discussing the layout of the residential zone.
Oh, that's right. Professor Karabe was born in the 21st century.
Professor Karabe was born in the 21st century? What?
She's 120 years old, right?
Oh god.
I know that she's receiving nanomachine treatment, but she still looks so young.
She's Professor Morimura's mentor, I hear. Quite an intelligent individual.
Okay. That's stressing me out because he leaves Chihiro with Tamao. And like, Chihiro, I don't think they said where she actually came. No, Chihiro left herself with Tamao. Didn't she? Didn't she say that she left her little self under the care of the Mira family in 45? But Tamao is supposedly the mentor? Am I remembering that correctly? I don't know, I guess these are technically clones, so does that actually even matter? Or they're just like different lives?
Well, yeah. She is the foremost expert on AI, after all.
Chihiro is? Morimura is? Karabe, born in the 21st century. So, Is Tamao gonna actually be part of the Newman company?
Right. Anyway, is something wrong?
Why does something have to be wrong for me to call? Well, I just so happen to have a really urgent problem. I need emotional support stat. And I need it from you.
Oh, that does sound urgent. Then I'll be waiting.
Is their little relationship one that will transcend different timelines? Because he deserves that. The house that shouldn't exist. Okay, yeah, because that's when Kietaro comes back to the village. Everything's on fire, and he finds Tamao and Chihiro. So yeah, everything should have burned down. They also lost the war. So why is it in that same timeline they lost the war and yet those buildings are still standing? Huh. And no. Oh, first area of Ashitaba City Wave 5 cleared? Okay, so we can still unlock that, so that's good. And this says we can now unlock Juro's and go back into it. Let's go check out some... if we have another mystery file or something that just came up of interest. Or if potentially something got updated. I'm thinking specifically the ones about Tamao. Oh, I didn't unlock either of them? Oh, I unlocked this one, but there's another one. Tamao Karabe from 2188 and Tamao Karabe from 1985. I'm doing it. She's Chihiro Morimura's mentor, as well as leading authority on artificial intelligence. Despite the fact she's 120 years old, she looks much younger than her true age thanks to nanomachine treatments. The landlady of the Karabe house. She's Jiro Karabe's grandmother, who was also close with Natsuno Minami through their long-standing friendship with the neighboring Minami house. She's currently visiting her relatives over in Shimane. Tamao Karabe is just branching out to be someone very interesting. And she also kind of has to be the 15th one, right? The 15 compatible, because she's taking the pills and having dreams. So there's something about her body that is definitely affected by nanomachines, and like that virus is also within her, it seems. Which I feel like would only happen to the people with the code in them. I'm thinking... okay, and let's go see also if Kietaro is updated at all. It doesn't look like it. He still just loves his country more than anyone. He loves to brag about it. As he should. Alright. So this is the first of his storyline. Mark on the pillar. Oh my god. Boy's first battle. Another world. Struck by a bag. She did slap him with a bag. Okay, and then the house that shouldn't exist. So yeah, all of these happened right after each other. And then he does have a couple more gaps in it. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I think from there, we might go skip over to someone else from Kietaro's. I think there's there's still some more paths that we could take, obviously, because this is, branches out a lot. So maybe we'll go actually pick up and try to finish all of these before moving on. But it does look like this would have to be a big bulk of his story, I would think. Like, we're already at 37. Like, that might take us close to 60. Who knows, honestly. I guess if his story is longer, there might be quite a bit to see. But we're still working our way through this crazy exterminator event that is going to unlock so many other storylines to keep going on with. But yeah, next time we'll work on getting everyone at least around the same level and see what continues in the next story.